Hey everyone, welcome back to Niko Vlogs. I am Niko. On my mind today, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic goes live, the Sony Corporation gets sued, and next generation consoles are coming. Let's start with Sony. Sony is being sued, and you may remember a couple vlogs ago I talked about the change of the terms of service that Microsoft made, saying that you couldn't sue them. And I did say in the previous vlog that Sony had made similar changes. Well, now they're getting sued. And the person suing is claiming that he's suing on behalf of all PSN users prior to the clause update, and saying that it was not right for them to change that clause or add the clause because those people purchased and agreed to the PlayStation Terms of Service before the change. So I really don't think this is going to go anywhere because Sony is a huge company and huge companies tend to stomp out lawsuits pretty quick, but thought you guys would want to know since we talked about that before. Moving on to the Star Wars thing, they are estimating that Star Wars is starting well. Early estimates put the player base at 1 to 1.5 million players on the servers, and that was the day before launch. Anybody that pre-ordered the game was able to start playing a little bit early, so it was like 1 million to 1.5 million of those people that were playing pre-launch. Now, World of Warcraft has about 4 to 4.5 million subscribers in North America, so Sony picking up, 25% or so of that is a huge feat because most MMOs just sputter around and die. So, yes. Moving on, let's talk about next-gen consoles, because if there's anything to be excited about in gaming, it's consoles. Like, nothing like amps up video game visuals more than a console update, because take the systems we have now. They're all released years ago. All the hardware that's in there was like state-of-the-art, like years ago, like 5 years ago. So, with all these new computer parts coming out, like the i7, and they're coming out with like, someone's working on like a 16-core processor, like that's insane. So, as the hardware is developed and made better, the new consoles are basically just, increasing the hardware to keep up with the times. Game developers could make a game that is just like crazy realistic anytime they wanted, but most computer systems wouldn't be able to handle it. It would take like a supercomputer in the freaking military or something. So getting the hardware updates in the form of a console is like amazing because it makes every game better. So here's what I have for you as far as next gen consoles. The Wii U still on target for a 2012 release. That's going to come out at least a year before the other two companies release theirs. Wii U was shown at E3 in 2011. That was in June. I did have a chance to go see it, and it looks pretty fun. I'm a little worried about the controller, though. It's kind of bulky. But for anyone that's like all about it just because of that nice big screen on the controller, you shouldn't have any complaints. As far as the other consoles go, haven't really heard anything about the PS4 other than that it's being developed. But the Xbox 720 has been rumored several times from several different sources that it's going to be coming out in 2013. So that makes a lot of sense and is very exciting. Probably like an E3 2012 announcement and then 2013 release. Kind of backtracking a little bit to the Wii. The Wii is going to be on display at CES in the next couple weeks. However, it's going to be the same exact Wii and the same exact games, Wii U, as was shown at E3. So nothing changed since June as far as what they're showing you. Obviously, they've done a lot more developing since then. So yeah. And Microsoft, believe it or not, has announced, while I'm on the topic of CES, Microsoft has said that this will be their last year presenting at CES, or having a booth. So that might be a little bit of a hit to the CES, community, but I'm an E3 fan myself, so I'm happy to know that they'll still be there. Anyways, that's all I had for you today, guys. This is my new office. I told you wouldn't have to look at my car anymore. We've got some, like, pinky peach walls, so that's kind of like, but hey, it's better than the desk in the middle of a friggin' room that I had before, aka, like, a big room with multiple desks, as in not my own office. So, okay, here's the tour. It's, like, not big, but I have a window, and that's awesome. Anyways, that's all I had for you today, guys. Hope you enjoyed today's vlog. If you do, remember to subscribe. Also, one thing I keep forgetting to mention, I do have Facebook and Twitter set up, so links in the description for those, as well as anything I talked about today. So, have a good day, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.